Yo, what's good, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the StankCast. I'm your host, HamStank. He's your co-host, Craig Cowie. Craig, say hello to the people.
What's happening, people?
What's happening, everybody? On this week's episode of the pod, we're just going to chat a little bit of the shit. Cowie, you've had some information coming through about the Craig Jones Invitational, I've heard.
Yeah,
that you
some
want to talk
bits and
about.
bobs.
So that's like,
Just want to talk about it in general. The whole thing's just fucking
big
awesome.
news that's been coming through the Jiu-Jitsu world right now. You take it away, Craig Jones Invitational.
Okay, so for anybody that doesn't know, I think the general idea is that in grappling and jiu-jitsu, there's a competition. Obviously, I've spoken to you about it before. That gets happen, every 2 years. ADCC. There's trials throughout the 2 years and stuff like that. The winners get to go to ADCC, and it's every 2 years. But now, when you take into account how much other athletes get paid, like footballers, basketball players, or like if you think about how much people win when they win tournaments and like golf and all this kind of stuff, like it's intense money, right? And it's effectively like the grapplers consider it to be like
even the UFC.
Yeah, exactly, and people moan about how little they get paid. Do you know what I mean? And sometimes it's still even a decent amount, but so they regard it as being like the Olympics for grapplers. So it's meant to be like the biggest thing you can possibly do in jiu-jitsu. And the winners, when they get a gold medal, get 10 grand. That's how it's always been. 10 grand. So there's a under 66, 77, 88, 99, 99 plus.
See, before you crack on with that, am I right in saying that, like, see, everyone that competes in ADCC, do they have to pay to enter? Or what's the deal with that? Because I'm sure you told me before that jiu-jitsu athletes have to pay.
So they don't. I don't think they have to pay to get. I might be lying about that, actually. I don't, because you have to pay to do ADCC trials,
right,
to win it. But I think because it's ADCC is technically like an invitation. Like some people get invited, so they couldn't really invite you and then expect you to pay.
Yeah, and surely if you've done the trials, if you've won the trials to enter, you've won the ticket to enter. Sure,
I don't think you pay for ADCC, but when I was saying that to you earlier, I was on about like Craig Jones obviously complaining about the fact that you have to pay, but it's because like see IBJJF, like the Worlds, for example, like that's like meant to be the world
organization for jiu-jitsu,
and it's meant to be like one of the most important things ever, and yet you pay to enter.
Okay.
Like when I go to comps, like I pay to enter, like it's the same thing. So these guys are like paying to enter, and plus you have to pay every year to have a black belt thing on IBJJF. You have to. I don't know if it's like a card or just a thing like an electronic thing, but you basically have to like pay to be like registered as a black belt on IBJJF so that you can compete in other things like that.
Right. Okay.
So
I know in other sports, for the example, like football, when I was playing junior football, you would obviously the club has to pay to enter tournaments as well. Like you have to, like I'm pretty sure even like that makes sense though. Now I'm just thinking about it, I'm pretty sure clubs like even like the professional football teams have to pay to enter the FA Cup and that. I'm not sure if they're automatically entered. Yeah,
but then if they pay to enter, but then how much does the winner of the FA Cup get?
A lot of money.
Yeah, like millions. Yeah, you know what I mean. And then as well, it's like I understand that from a low level. Do you know what I mean? Like I understand why I have to pay to go down to fucking Glasgow and like compete, because obviously they need to make money.
But the professional athletes.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But a professional level at ADCC, which is meant to be, well, obviously not there, but say IBJJF Worlds. Yeah. That is meant to be like the World Games for gi in jiu-jitsu, and it's like you're still paying to enter. It's just nuts.
Yeah. Okay.
Like the Olympics, do they pay to enter the Olympics? No,
I'm pretty sure they would. I'm pretty sure they would, but not the athletes themselves. Like that's why the athletes are sponsored and stuff like that.
Do you think they get?
I would imagine that's. I would imagine there's an entry fee to enter the Olympics as well, because the Olympics have to make a ton.
Sure, not because they've got crazy advertisements and stuff like that pay.
That'd be great to have somebody use it.
Yeah,
research that for us.
But here we'll work it out. We can explicit.
Yeah, good one.
Carry on. Yeah, we can speak about that one next time if we work it out. That's what I was trying to say.
Yeah, we can research that afterwards. But sorry, I derailed you off your.
Well, all I was saying when I was counting was trying to think like the payout in total. Like you're thinking about what ADCC does and stuff. Mm-hmm. They've got like 5 divisions. Yeah. So 5 divisions for the men's, and I think there's like 3 or 4 for the women. So even say there's 4. Mm-hmm. There's only 90 grand they're paying out to the winners.
Yeah, that's wild.
Like for the whole competition, it's a 90 grand payout. Fair enough, they have to pay for the venue, but like you said, as Craig Jones said, I think like they're paying for a venue that's twice as expensive as like the one that they did last time.
Was recently on the Joe Rogan podcast as well.
Yeah.
So I saw I think it was just a 10-minute clip of that I saw, and it was him specifically talking about that. He actually he dumped the 10 mil on Joe Rogan's desk, and he was saying that he was going to bring
1 mil, was it not?
Sorry, did I say 10?
10 mil, yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, he dumped $1 million in cash on Joe Rogan's desk, and he was like, I was going to bring in our prop 1 mil, but everyone already thinks it's fake, so he had to get the 1 mil sorted in cash, and he was running around getting that done. He said they had to go to like his important friend. Yeah. Got the money sorted within like 2 days or something.
It's mad. Like nobody knows who it is that's really putting the money up, but it's fine. Just carry on.
Charitable donation.
I'm here for it though, because like what we're saying, it's like ADCC for a while now has been getting like stick from like people watching and from athletes and stuff like that, because see, a mixture of like ADCC and Flow Grappling. Do you know Flow Grappling's like the subscription service we watch it. They've got a bit of like a sort of like a stranglehold on like the jiu-jitsu situation, you know what I mean? Before it was like if you wanted to really be the best, you had to compete at ADCC. And like if you're putting in like events on, like it was Flow Grappling that everything was on, and Flow Grappling, without just being too harsh, are rat bastards, because they don't they don't let you pay monthly. And I mean, I'll say it with my chest, my guy. Like they make you pay yearly, and it's $150. So you've basically like you've got to pay just 150 quid off on one, like in one go.
What do you get for that?
You get your whole year's, like all the events, everything that comes on Flow Grappling.
So there's nothing else you have to pay for on Flow after that?
No, nothing. To be fair, nothing at all. Like say, like I pay it because I watch a lot on Flow.
Yeah, you do, yeah.
But then,
for someone like me, there's no reason to buy that.
No, and like, the last time I went to watch it, it actually did have an option for pay monthly, but it worked out that you would end up, if you paid it yearly, it was 150. If you paid it monthly, it came out as like £300 and something a year. So I was like, do you know what? Yeah, I was like, so you've gone like, we'll bring it a monthly subscription, but it's almost twice a month what you pay for the yearly thing.
What, so it's 30 quid a month?
It's something like that. It was like $28 or $27 or $28 or something, which over 12 months it brought it like to over $300 or something, which is like...
No, it's just like fucking 20.
Yeah, so it's like $150 or like 300, but it's like... Rat bastard.
25 quid a month is pretty fucking expensive for any fight promotion. Like, you don't pay that for the UFC and shit.
Nah, you pay $7.99.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then that's why it's good seeing, like, you know, the FPI, Fight Pass Invitational.
All right. Okay.
It's like UFC have started putting on the Fight Pass
Invitational.
Yeah, so that is fucking awesome, because now it's like, as much as it's not great because it is also conglomerate UFC, it's like drawing a little bit of the good stuff away from Flow.
What do you mean?
Like... So normally, like most grappling competitions are on Flow Grappling. Like that's where you go to watch them. Like ADCC.
Alright, but there's another competitor.
Yeah, whereas now obviously like Fight Pass are starting to have the Fight Pass Invitational, and some other events are on it. Like they've got EBI on them, and
so they're doing their own type of stuff now.
Not their own type of stuff. They're getting the rights to show some of the shows. Okay. Whereas Flow have usually been the ones that have the right to show all the grappling stuff. Do you know what I mean? And their
Craig Jones is on?
Piss. Their streaming site is piss. Like
what Flow is?
Yeah, it's garbage.
Oh, I've actually seen you use it trying to search for stuff. It's rubbish. Yeah,
especially the app. The app, like I once went on it, right, and I'm not even joking yet. It's like they do it on purpose to fuck with you, because I opened up my phone and I was looking for a specific match that I wanted to watch on Flow Grappling.
Not a Pacific one.
No, not a Pacific one. An oceanic one. So I was looking for this specific match. I almost did that. This specific match that I was trying to find, and I found it. Opened it up, wouldn't load, wouldn't play. Right. So I was like, what the fuck? So I tried it multiple times, wouldn't play. I loaded up 9 other videos and they played flawlessly. And every time, shut down the app, sign out, go on the internet. No video, nothing. Even on my laptop, signed in on my laptop. Only video that wouldn't play was the one that I'd initially typed and looked for. I was like, it's like you're purposely being a cunt. Like, but yeah, so I've deviated away from I've let my hatred of Flow deviate me away from the original
which one is Craig Jones Invitational on?
YouTube for free.
Is it really?
Yeah, bro.
Wow.
From what I've seen, I don't want to guarantee it, but from everything that I've seen, that's what apparently the situation is, and he apparently said it himself as well, that they're going to show it on YouTube.
Wow. That's intense. That's cool.
Yeah, bro.
That's cool as fuck.
But like I say, YouTube, you'll make decent money from the ads and stuff, from doing a YouTube and thing and stuff like that. So it's like, it's not even like it's doing, oh no, I put it on YouTube for fuck all. Like, you can still make money that way.
I'm not being funny, right? But you should get in touch with Elon Musk. Because Elon Musk is trying to turn Twitter into like this streaming platform. Like Elon would probably fucking get involved in something. Craig Jones is
stream it to Twitter.
Huge on Twitter, isn't he?
He's huge on Reddit as well. He's somebody's, what is it? Somebody's mum. He calls himself Joe, somebody's mum. That's like his tag thing on Reddit or something like that.
It?
Yeah, that's where he poses most of his questions to people and stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah, that's where he does most of it.
All right.
And that's where he like rips into people a lot of the time.
I see a lot of his stuff
like
on
that.
Twitter. I see a lot of Craig Jones' shit on Twitter.
I just mostly see it's like on
X.
TikTok and stuff. Like I'll see people posting things of like the Reddit stuff he's talking about, and like I'm ripping into people and stuff. It's funny.
Yeah.
Joe Solushi. I can't remember. Joe something's mum. Anyway,
I'll have to have a look out for that actually.
But
he's a funny guy, Joe. Craig Jones.
Yeah.
Like, so
yeah, he's
that
hilarious.
would be hilarious. Seeing his, because I can imagine the type of shit he posts on Reddit.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I deviated that time, to be fair.
you did, yeah.
Yeah.
I can't remember what you were talking about.
Basically,
the amount, how
yeah.
much, like, you were talking about how much they get paid. How
Yeah,
much they're
so
getting paid at the Craig
basically
Jones
the idea is, that to save veering off again, ADCC is basically, it's supposed to be the biggest event for everything, but it barely pays anything. People are always moaning because it's not really good for the athletes. Like, they'll go through all this stress and so on and so forth and barely get anything at the end of it. So Craig Jones basically gone like, we need to get paid more. This is ridiculous. A lot of them are thinking the same thing. So he's like, I'm just going to book an event where he pays everyone $10,001 so that they can say, I got paid more than the winner of ADCC just for showing up.
That's fucking...
Because he's a fucking legend. And then...
It's a typical thing for him to do as well, just to be a little bit of a rat bastard.
And then the winner gets $1 million. So it's two different divisions, over 80 kilos and under 80 kilos. And the winner of each, I think, gets $1 million if they win it. That's so basically the best people, like obviously Nicky Ryan.
Yeah, you said there was like, what, 32 or something?
Yeah, there's 16 in each, 32 in total.
Yeah,
and then I don't know what the story is with the female bracket yet. I don't know if they'll just have one bracket for all the women, maybe like 16 females, I don't know. But Fionn Davies has come over. Okay. And she's like ADCC champion, everything champion. She's like the best female grappler in the world. Yeah, so she's came over, but she's made it clear that she wants more money for women in grappling. Yeah. Like she's made a big deal of that. So for her, this was the perfect thing. Like, yep, see you later on, and I'm going to the money. Wow. But like obviously, the Tackett brothers, Nicky Ryan, Nicky Rod, I think J Rod. Like you've seen everybody that's moved over. Mason Fowler. They've got thingy from the UFC. Luke Rockhold and shit like that.
Yeah, I sent you that one. Luke Rockhold. That was a savage one. I was like, where's Luke Rockhold popped out of this? And then
but we're watching that video and Craig said it's because he subbed him in the gym. So he was like, fuck, he's actually pretty good.
Fuck it, we'll just throw him in, man.
Yeah, fucking fair play. Luke Rockhold is apparently a really good grappler though.
Yeah.
So.
Can you would you ever see Gordon Ryan at the Craig Jones Invitational?
Good one. Good one. Gordon Ryan made me dislike him this weekend because I seen him comment on something where he was like, £1 million isn't even a life-changing amount of money. So basically, like, why? And it was like, bro, you're actually so out of touch. Like, go outside, touch grass, touch base, understand what's going on in the world right now.
Let me tell you right now, if I had $1 million, mate, there's so much that's life-changing.
Yeah, how is that not life-changing? Yeah,
ever, mate.
You have to be a fucking dickhead to be able to actually really, really, truly believe that and be like, £1 million isn't going to change your life.
We had sitting in a flat in our bro.
Why would we be in a one bedroom? I wouldn't if I had $1 million. We'd be in the studio. Yeah, do you know what I mean? Like it's just so ridiculous, and it made me annoyed. It was like you're just being like, oh no, $1 million's not even that good. That's right, I'm not doing it. Like, get a grip, hey.
Well, the majority, like 97% of the fucking planet will never see $1 million in their life.
Yeah, exactly. It's more than that. 99% of the planet will not see $1 million.
Yeah, true.
Do you know what I mean? Like, it so
seems
brutal.
like there's so many more people get so many more rich people now.
Yeah, I think if you were to look at the average wage of the UK right now, anybody on the average wage isn't going to make $1 million even in their whole life if they don't spend a penny. So to say it's not a life-changing amount of money is just stupid. Like it's just dumb. So he'll not end up in it. Like Merigali and stuff like that are part of his team. They won't end up in it because Merigali posted us Instagram picture of him versus Mason Fowler and then him versus Roberto Jimenez, and was like, basically like, these are the matches that I'm looking forward to at ADCC because these are the best guys, and then both of them have been jumped over it. So everybody was commenting in his Instagram thing, be like, lol, like you're not going to get either of these two.
Is he not getting an invite over?
He won't either because he's part of the team. He wouldn't do it. He wouldn't go. Oh, okay. That's saying it's going to be like fucking Gordon Ryan versus the rest of his team for ADCC.
Let's be realistic though. It's wild not to take that opportunity when there's like just 10 grand for entering. Just for entering, you know what I mean?
They'll make more than that doing seminars, like going and doing a wee travelling thing, doing seminars in different places, or making instructionals. They'd make more than that. So,
and with the chance of winning the mill on top, I mean, I'm assuming there's higher payouts for like second and third place. You know what I mean? for the
I
silver
honestly
and bronze
don't know.
medal.
I
There
honestly
probably will
think
be.
I think it's just the winner wins, to be fair.
Nah, I'm pretty sure most competitions have like a first, second, and third payout. A lot of them have like down to like 10, but if this is only like
Fuck with
16
ADCC for the
16
second place,
compares.
it's probably we'll let you enter the trials for free next year, man.
Yeah.
That's what they'll be, the rat bastards.
Yeah, probably actually. That's wild that they've like been going for so long and they are the established like committee for fucking jiu-jitsu and they're not paying, like, people have to pay to enter their trials.
Yeah.
It's a slog, man. Why is it only every 2 years?
Because they have like the 2 years to do trials. Like they do.
Surely
They
you can
do
get
2
trials
sets
done
of
in
trials.
3 months, man.
Well, they do 2 sets of trials.
Yeah, but
in
if
each
you're
place.
if you're a function fucking governing
Yeah.
body
if you're a
sport,
professional athlete and you've got a sport like that, yeah, you should be able to run them regularly enough to do it every year.
like they should be able to like hold trials every 3 months in different
Yeah, for sure.
in different
Absolutely.
locations.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's absolutely feasible, and then at the end of the year have your
Yeah.
ADCC. But Craig Jones was saying that Joe Rogan was asking him like good questions. He was asking, is this a one-off thing? Is this going to come again? And like it all depends if it does well, obviously.
Yeah.
So if it does well, then we'll see it again.
Yeah, the mysterious money man says
That cat, man.
if they can get it going every year, we'll do it every year.
I'm
He's
not
more than
being
happy.
funny, right? But you need to get like
Yeah, he's casting like mad right now.
like I don't know what to do with him. Shave him? Honestly, mate, it's floating in
Nah,
your head, isn't
I
it?
know it is.
You got off of me and it's just a clump of it on it.
Nah, we'll not shave your beans, don't worry, man.
Why?
Because bro, that's rough. Have you actually seen like proper hairless cats?
Yeah, I have, yeah.
Like I don't mean to be harsh to anyone that has a hairless cat, but like they just look like long ball sacks.
Yeah.
Like that's all, like they look mentally.
But we could make some nice slippers.
Fucking hell! My head went out of the hairless cat there. I was thinking that's a bit psychotic. Yeah, have you seen that? There's somebody on TikTok that like brushes their cat and then uses the hair to make like little cat boots and then puts the little cat boot hair.
I haven't seen that. No,
I'll show you later.
is that on TikTok?
Yeah.
That's ultimate brain rot.
Yeah, somebody has some like little like Nike ticks on them and stuff. So little wee cat trainers that they make out of their own fur. Savage.
Some
Anyway,
people
that's might be the most least interesting thing I've told you. So
some people
Carry
got
on.
way too much time on their hands,
Yeah.
man.
But
I'm gonna make
before I forget it, I meant to mention to you about the Craig Jones Invitational. So most of these invitationals do like a main event where it's like for example, ADCC has the ADCC Super Fight, and how that works is there's a super fight, and then obviously whoever wins it, they are like the ADCC champion, like they're the main ADCC champion, and then whoever wins the absolutes, which is you enter your weight division, but then you can enter absolutes, which
Everyone
is just
can
the
enter
best
that.
of the best. So what happens is whoever wins absolutes next year, they then face the winner of the super fight from the last ADCC in the next ADCC.
Okay.
And then it carries on like that. Whoever wins, they face the winner of the whoever things that in the
okay.
following one, they'll face the winner of the absolutes from the last one.
Yeah.
So obviously Andre Galvao has been the champion and won it so many times and shit, but then Gordon Ryan at the last one, he entered his weight division and did the super fight and obviously won them both. But so the main event that's going to be the super fight for Craig Jones Invitational is Craig Jones versus Gabby Garcia,
Oh wow.
the girl.
I know.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's the main event.
She's huge, is she not though?
Yeah, bro. She's like 240 pounds or
I
something
actually
like
seen
that.
poster. I thought that was a joke.
Nah, bro. It was on the odds site. Someone took a screenshot of it from the betting site for betting on who's going to win. It's Craig Jones, Gabby Garcia.
That's wild. But she's huge, by the way.
She's huge.
I like in the
but like, I don't want to be that guy, but most of her jiu-jitsu is just she's huge.
Is that why she beats like a lot of the women? Because she is huge.
Like, so if you maybe watch the last couple, maybe the last ADCC and stuff, she's gone against girls that haven't been the same size as her, but they've been like the jiu-jitsu, especially women's jiu-jitsu, is becoming so technical that it's like, and even in the men's, like, it's slowly getting more and more that size, sometimes you can alleviate it. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, the whole idea of jiu-jitsu is the smaller guy can fight his way back.
Like,
but then if that was,
Mighty Mouse did.
Yeah, but
recently.
then at the end of the day, like, if that was the case, then they wouldn't all be on the juice all the time.
Yeah.
So it does matter. But people are, like, obviously countering it, and then, like, the female grapplers that are coming up now are so good that they've just been, like, countering it. So, like, she's been getting beat by people now that have just been simply showing better jiu-jitsu. And you can see she has, like, heavy pressure, like Sao Paulo passes, I think they're called, which are just like heavy like pass things and stuff like that, where you're just using your weight and really smashing past, whereas obviously people are dealing with it now.
Yeah.
And I think it's maybe exposed a little bit that a lot of her jiu-jitsu Don't stand on the laptop, please, beanies. A lot of her jiu-jitsu has been like effective based on how just large she is. I was going to say loud there, but how just pure and simply how big she is, eh? So
yeah, fair.
And Craig Jones is used to fighting heavyweights, so it's not really going to be an issue for someone like
I mean,
it's on TRT. So
it's not really for the
Beans is trying to drink my milk currently, which is why I'm moving around.
It's not really for the love of competition, seeing who wins that one, to be honest. But
no, that's just for that's a
just
total banter thing, like a gimmick fucking thing. Hey,
get out the milk, bro.
Get out my glass, bro. Get out my glass.
You need to get a camera on the table
for
next time. Yeah, I saw that poster and I genuinely thought it was like a wind-up, like, you know, when you're just scrolling shit on Twitter.
Yeah, it's just a joke. Because it has been. A lot of people have been putting like pictures of like Khabib or pictures of like John Jones and stuff like that. Like John Jones now invited to CGI, or like Khabib invited to CGI. Like that.
Yes. But can you imagine?
Obviously, that's a joke. Somebody commented the thing basically.
He's going head first in that, by the way.
Yeah. Well,
it is now.
Yeah. Actually,
that's an intelligent man. Yeah, fair play.
Right, so that's somebody put a poster and they were like, "I come back one last time to smash," and it was like, that's gonna be but obviously he's not doing it, which would be awesome, but he's not.
Khabib's heavy wrestling though, and he's not jiu-jitsu. Yeah,
which I don't know how well that's gonna fare in the way that they're gonna score CGI. So ADCC.
All right, yeah, go on.
So the ADCC rules primarily, right, where the idea is, I don't want to go too much, but basically a takedown is only a takedown if you can keep them down. So like IBJJF, basically if I get a takedown on you, you hit the ground and you're on the ground for 3 seconds and then get up, I still get points for the takedown.
Okay.
ADCC, you have to keep them down and you have to keep them a certain level of on their back. It's like there's like a rule with like angles. So like if their backs with like 45 degrees off the mat, they're not pinned to their back.
Okay.
Unless you're in, and then it's like 90 degrees if they've taken down, but you're not even in their guard at all. Like if you've passed into side control and they're 45, I think it doesn't count. But if you're passed in the half guard and it's in 45, it does count. It's a proper weird rule. I can't remember exactly how it works, but it's so that like you have to have control.
Overcomplicated.
It's about control, because a lot of people see like in jiu-jitsu, the takedowns aren't as important as they are in wrestling. Like in a wrestling, the whole point is the takedown.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas in jiu-jitsu, it's like, you have something going wrong.
No.
You're looking at something, okay. The takedowns in jiu-jitsu, it's like a takedown is worth absolutely nothing if you can't keep them down in jiu-jitsu. Or if it's not a solid takedown, because you can take someone down straight into a triangle or some shit. So the idea of those points is that you take them down, but you have to keep them pinned and controlled to be given the points for it.
Yeah.
But then
it does seem strange.
So there's rules like that, but also like the first half of an ADCC match is sub only. There's no rules.
Yeah.
And then the second half of rules, points come in.
After what, 10 minutes or something?
Depends if it's like the finals, it's 20 minutes, 10 and 10.
Okay.
And then you can get a 10-minute overtime if no one's got any points at the end of that.
Oh, wow.
But then that's all they'll do. Whereas
30 minutes is hard craft, you know.
But that's only in the finals. I think you're like 8 minutes. You're like 4 and 4 for the
is that right?
Ones. Okay, something like that. And then so that's the rule. So it's basically just sub only for this amount, points for this amount, a little bit overtime if you need it this amount.
Yeah.
Whereas what Craig Jones is going to have is it's going to be 3 5-minute rounds.
Okay, wow.
And basically the rounds are then going to be scored on who was more dominant. So for example, they're going to say if you were
like that other promotion we watched the other night.
Karate Combat.
Was that Karate Combat we were watching?
No, not Karate Combat.
It was on the same promotion, the same.
Aiga does that 3 5-minute rounds.
I like that actually. I like that. And then at the end of, do they get to know who wins the round?
So each round in Aiga they do. They'll tell you who they scored for, but I don't know if they will in his or not.
Okay, that would be cool though, because if they don't know, if you don't
pushes
know what
the person
if
they're like, oh no, I've lost those last 2 rounds, I better go.
If people don't know what happens in Aiga, you can tell them now. Like, it has like on the desk at the side of the mat, it had like 1, 2, and 3, and like whoever won the round after the rounds were 5 minutes. At the end of the first 5 minutes, like it would light up either blue or red for which corner was winning that round, and it gave the fighters indication of where they were in the fight, which I think's way better.
I think they should do that in MMA as well.
I think
they should tell them
boxing,
who's won that round from the judges there and then.
Yeah, so do I. I think it's boxing. It should be like a football match up on the scoreboard around, so people can know what's going on.
They should show which ref scored what as well.
Yeah,
because that'll stop the refs from like dodgy scoring it, because then people will see it right there and then. Do you know what I mean? I'll encourage them to be a little bit more honest as well. But
100%.
Yeah, so the idea, hope it's like that. But the idea will be like 3 5-minute rounds. And the example they gave was like if you're on someone's back for the majority of the round, it'll be scored. So like a 10-8, like you'll dominate the round.
Okay.
So I don't know I don't know if they're going to do it points like that or just winner of round. I actually don't know.
Okay.
But it's going to be that general, and it's not just going to be on a run off. There's going to be karate combat walls. It's going to be in a pit like karate combat, so that competitors can't like sort of like run away out with submissions and dive off of stuff. And it allows people to play
different
against
angles.
the wall to do different angles, which is going to be awesome.
There's got to be like people.
See, watching people not being able just to roll off if someone's attacking their leg, just to roll off the mat and get reset, or like someone gets a body lock and they sort of like jump off the mat and roll in this and next, and they can't do it.
Oh, I'm actually hyped for
It's
that.
going to force constant engagement, no breaks in play, no referee having to stop and reset. Like it's just going to go.
Oh, that'll be genuinely hype as well. By the way, like I'm quite excited for that. But is it not going to be like running directly the same weekend as ADCC?
Yep. Yeah.
Like what's the deal with that? So like I take it.
He said he'd done it on purpose because it's like to try to try and like pressure ADCC. To be like, we've been trying to get you to pay us more. We've been trying to get you to do it. So now we're going to show you, like, take a stand sort of thing. Like, fine, no one's just no one's going to compete with you anymore. Like, force them to be like, okay, we'll pay you more.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? I think
surely
that's
they're not just going to like they're not going to be able to offer £10,000 to everyone who enters.
No, because as we were working at earlier, ADCC has about 80 male competitors that enter the divisions in the finals, whereas it was like 80 in. Yeah, the males plus the females, and then obviously in thingy it's just 32.
Yeah.
So it's a lot easier to pay that. But he didn't seem like he was saying he wanted them to be paid a huge amount. He just wanted some more compensation than the same amount they've been getting paid for God knows how long.
No, in the Joe Rogan one anyway, it didn't seem like he was it kind of, well, to be fair, it kind of seemed like he was stepping around the questions. Joe was kind of asking like why is he doing it? Is that not bad for the sport? Because Craig was saying he wants to grow the sport for charity and all these things. But Joe was like, would not just make more sense to do it on a different weekend? That way you're not in direct competition with ADCC.
Yeah.
And Craig really couldn't answer it because the real answer is he was doing it again because he's got beef with them though.
Yeah, partly, but I also think at the same time it's because if you just go, fine, I'll put on a different promotion on a different weekend, it doesn't starve anything from ADCC. Like ADCC goes, cool. Put on a competition if you want. Like everyone still then competes at ADCC because it's still ADCC.
Yeah.
It was having to be like, right, if you don't, the only way we can basically be like, you have to pay us more or else people aren't going to compete is if we be like, here's the other option and it's at the same time.
Yeah, okay.
Which I think is the idea of it. Like if he'd just been like, oh, we're going to set up a promotion for all the best guys in the world, then ADCC will just be like, cool, well, you can pay all the best guys in the world and then they'll come here anyway and then we'll get, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess makes sense.
So... Like the way Jiu-Jitsu guys are, you know for a fact if you did one weekend and one the next weekend, these guys would do both.
Yeah, but it's shitty for the athletes though. Like, it might put them in a bit of a shitty, sticky situation, like having to choose between ADCC because ADCC might just hold a grudge, you know, for anyone who jumped ship to go. Because they've people who have been invited to ADCC or have won their way into it are just automatically jumping ship to go, which rightly so. They should go for the bag. I'm absolutely agreeing, but. At the same time, ADCC are then, no doubt, probably going to hold a grudge. And I wouldn't imagine they'd be too happy with Craig Jones, even though in his interview he was like, I hope they don't hold a grudge against me. But again, I don't see how they don't, to be honest.
I don't know, because it's either that or it's like, it is just given an option. There's more availability for more grapplers to get involved. And it's like, you can then make your choice. Like, do you want to do it because you want to win ADCC and you want to be an ADCC winner? Or do you want to do it because you want loads of money? And in which case... pick which one you want.
Yeah, but then
you know what I mean?
Those two things come hand in hand. Like when you want, like they said, the prestige follows the money. So whoever's paying the highest payout, that gets the highest prestige.
Yeah, but then if you go to ADCC and you go, okay, smashing, all the really good guys are at thingy, I'll turn up to ADCC, have a chance. You win ADCC, you're then known as a winner at ADCC, and then you'll get booked on loads of other shit, and you'll start getting paid more. People will buy your instructionals. People will want you in for seminars because you won ADCC.
But that's what I'm saying. But ADCC could easily lose that prestige if Craig Jones Invitational just takes off and people stop going to it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So,
but then it's not going to lose that prestige because it's only going to be 32. Like if it was an event where there was a load of people, for now. But if it was an event where there was loads of people, different. But I think the only thing that saves ADCC a bit is the restricted number of competitors for so that there still will be some of the really fucking good guys at ADCC. Yeah. because they can't all fit into this. Do you know what I mean? So my biggest thing, my issue mostly with it is for the fans that have already bought their tickets.
Oh, okay.
Like there's fans that have already bought their flights over, their hotels, their tickets for ADCC. Yeah, but their ticket to get in.
Yeah, that's
you know
the only difference.
So,
like they can easily sell that to someone will buy it.
Will they?
Surely somebody will buy it.
You don't know that. Maybe like less people are going to be inclined to buy them now, especially like these guys all bought them before CGI was a thing. So you've got to think like they bought them. Now that CGI is a thing, less people are going to be interested in ADCC, so the ADCC are going to sell even less. So those people are probably going to struggle to sell their tickets on to somebody else. And then if they want to go and see the people they bought that ticket to go and see, they also then need to pay to go to Craig Jones.
I think there'll still be enough people.
What do you mean?
For both. I think
there. Oh, I do.
There's 11,000.
But I think it's annoying for somebody that, like, if I've paid all this money because, say, like,
I get that.
Nicky Rod's my favorite grappler in the world, or Nicky Ryan. Do you know, Nicky Ryan is my favorite grappler. So go that. Say I've paid all this money to finally get a chance because I want to go and see Nicky Ryan, and I'm convinced he's going to win ADCC. I've spent my last fucking money on it because I just love jiu-jitsu that much, and then he's going to a different event now. Yeah,
but you've got time. Like you've got time to organise like switching that out. Surely there'd be somebody who would pick up that ADCC ticket. They would.
Yeah, but maybe then not for as much as you paid for it, and then if you don't have a lot of money, then you're like, great. Yeah. Well, I've just fucked myself.
It's just one of them situations. It's unfortunate. That's for damn sure. It's unfortunate, but I don't think.
No, for me, they're the people that I feel sorry for because that's a shame. That's annoying. Like because I don't think it's going to be easy, bro. I don't think these people are going to be able to just sell their ADCC ticket.
I wouldn't be surprised if it was, and I wouldn't be surprised if it wasn't. Yeah. If that makes sense to you? Like,
from knowing what the scene's like, from knowing what ADCC's like and the situations are going, I don't think they'll be able to sell it. So for those people, that's annoying because then they either are just going to have to go to the event and not get to see the person that they didn't see, or they're going to have to.
How much is it for a ticket to ADCC?
I don't know. Yeah. I think it really depends. I don't think they're all the same price. I don't know if it maybe depends where you sit or something, but they're not cheap. Like they're not cheap.
I wouldn't imagine they're too expensive though.
Let's find out.
You know what I mean? I wouldn't expect it. I wouldn't imagine it's like any more than like a couple $100.
Yeah, but exactly. Which I know that doesn't sound mental, like, but if you genuinely think about your average person doesn't have a couple $100.
No, I get it.
And your average person, if they've managed to muster up a couple $100, to then find out, fuck, I now don't have that, and I would need to have another couple $100 to go to the other one. Like, fuck, I guess I'll sit outside it on YouTube and I can hear what's happening and watch it on my phone.
Well, you can watch ADCC and watch it on YouTube.
Yeah,
for free.
Yeah, but if you want to watch it on YouTube for free, mate, they wouldn't have bought their tickets to go to ADCC.
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying. They can still sit and watch the amazing grapplers that are going to be at ADCC.
It'll be funny if you see people at ADCC, they'll be sitting there on their... Yeah, exactly. They'll be like... somebody like Mika Galvao won't turn up to fucking... will decide not to go to CGI, and then he'll stay, and everyone will be like, Mika.
Yeah.
back to fucking Craig Jones on YouTube.
That's hilarious, actually. Fair play to Craig Jones for pulling it off and getting the cash in hand as well. Because people were definitely thinking it was
the people
fake.
You know, mate. That's all it is about. Yeah, it's always about the people you know, and he knows people. So
that's definitely. When is that?
What?
When is the Craig Jones Invitational?
I think a couple months away. I don't.
Oh, so we've got time.
Yeah,
we've got plenty of time for that.
I've not had my invite yet, so I'm not sure about.
I'm sure it's long. Damn, it's a long way over from America. So
yeah, they've probably just not got the letter here yet.
Yeah, it's probably on the boats. To be fair. Who's gonna row the boats? But it's also this weekend is Big Islam Makhachev versus Dustin Poirier, mate.
Oh my goodness! I forgot about that again.
Yeah, mate, you did.
Bro, that's gonna be lit, by the way.
Yeah, it's gonna be sick.
Right, let's do a challenge counter bet over 2.5 per round. Jumps at Gilly. How many do you think he's gonna?
At least 7.
He's at
least 7.
I was going to say at least 5. You're going to even higher than me. I reckon at 4 or 5 times minimum. He's jumping that
times
Gilly.
Islam's going to shoot 7.
Yeah, I think for thingy, regardless of what happens, it's his last fight. So I think he's going to go out like hardcore. Yeah, hardcore meme. I'm firing these guillotines out until one lands. Because if it does.
Yeah,
the community would go nuts. Yeah, the community will go wild. I keep seeing memes and it's like somebody waking someone up in bed and it's like, that's the thingy fight finished. And it's like, Makhachev by TKO or something. He was like, no, Poirier by guillotine. And the guy's like,
it happened.
Yeah, it's like he said he'll get a gold statue in his garden of him doing a guillotine to somebody if he jumps guillotine on his lap.
It almost feels racially insulting.
What?
To have him in his garden, Islam, guillotine Islam.
Banter though.
Yeah, it would be funny. But Who else is even on that card? Do you know? I haven't looked into the card. I just know that that's the one that's on.
I did know.
Sorry, I'm putting you on the spot again, but
Fuck.
I haven't had a look into the card at all. I've been jumping.
Fuck. Nah, mate. I honestly can't remember. I did know.
It's actually a pretty good card. Is it not Pereira? No, it's not Pereira.
No. It's I just got beat by Pereira.
Jamal Hill.
Jamal Hill.
Yeah, he's turning around quickly, if I remember right.
Yeah, Jamal Hill's fighting somebody. Then I'm just looking like an idiot. They're fighting. Like, so I'm just gonna stop that.
I've put you on the spot.
It's a good card. We'll talk about it next time.
No, but we'll have a chat about it next. I think we're almost gonna wrap it up here, anyways. But we'll leave it off of that. We can even get like another half hour done of and we'll talk about the UFC card maybe tomorrow or something.
Yeah. But that'll be funny.
No, we'll leave that one there. We'll just do this one on the Craig Jones Invitational, which we're both excited for. Coming in a couple months.
Yeah, a couple months. Have a look into it, guys. Honestly, on YouTube, it's going to be free to watch. Screaming for it because it's just going to be so sick.
Oh, mate, it's just while you've just been saying that, it just came into my head. Castus 3, bro.
Yeah.
Castus 3 is this weekend.
Yeah, we'll need to talk about that now because it's actually this weekend.
We'll definitely have to do that other half hour and do Castus and then UFC.
Yeah.
My brain.
Yeah, well, we'll do a fighting pod as well.
Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that tomorrow,
and I'll get it released tomorrow night.
Yeah. Okay. Well, cheers for watching, guys, and as always, thanks for listening. And remember to like and subscribe on YouTube. Follow us on Spotify; it really helps. Instagram, TikTok, all the above. We appreciate the love and everyone supporting us so far. So, take care, guys. Anything to say, Cowie?
Just thank you very much. As he said, like and subscribe if you've got anything to let us know or any ideas. Just give us a shout because we like them.
Indeed. Right, take care, guys, and peace.
Peace.